What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Sam's Fan React. I am Sam, the matriarch of the SFR family, and today we're wrapping up our Ren series, Money Game. Right? We did part 1, part 2, and now I'm excited to dive into part 3. This is part 3. Let's see how he's gonna tie it all together. I am so excited for this. Let's go. Come on, Ren. Let's do it. I love the piano already. Does anybody know what the bag over the head with the rope around the neck means? If so, comment down below because I want to get an understanding of that. He is such a storyteller.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 20.
Wait, so I wonder if he's talking about someone in particular, because a lot of the elements he said about the kid Jimmy growing up, it would bring me in the mind of a Mark Zuckerberg type of a person. I'm not sure, but this is crazy. And all the life lessons that this kid Jimmy has learned growing up are lessons that our kids and our grandkids are learning still every single day. I love it.
23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money boy.
Maybe this is a politician's son. or Hunter Biden type person. I don't freaking know, but this is crazy.
In his seat, he's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouse.
Dude, he is still talking about Hunter Biden. Oh my God. He's absolutely talking about Hunter Biden. This is insane.
With powder and guns, 34 turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the popo inside of his pocket.
This is crazy.
35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed.
So we have to be careful of the words that we tell our kids. We have to be so careful of the stress that we put on them to be great and to be good. That's insane.
They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again.
Oh my God. Wow, wow, wow. The imagery, wow. That wheelchair, what is the bags for?
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
That was intense. Oh my God.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life.
Yes.
The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution.
Oh my God.
Everything is subject to change.
Yes.
We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains.
Yes.
But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me,
Oh my God.
then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Oh my God. This is crazy. Wow.
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants. He is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father. It's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
That was crazy. That was insane. That was so crazy. I mean, it just basically tells me that you can go through life, you can be born with a silver spoon in your mouth, but you can still be unhappy and unhappy enough and unhappy to the point where you'll take yourself out of here. And that's insane. That's why we got to God, we got to go to God first. We have to put God first. This is crazy. I actually like the 3-part series by Rand, The Money Game. He spoke facts. He talked about how the politics was designed to keep us as sheep. Even in our school system, our education system, it is all of design to keep us in line and to keep us working for others to make other people rich, to make the elite rich. It's just so today, it's just so right now. And we're so divided. Everybody's fighting each other. You're either one side or the other, which is crazy to me because there used to be a time that you can be a Republican or a Democrat and you can still be able to coexist. Those days don't exist anymore. You're either or, and if you're not what I am, I hate you and I want to hurt you. And it should not be like that. It should not be like that. We need to go back to how the God designed us to be and us to live. My applause, Ren. You did it again, buddy. You did it again. Another one, another banger. That series was a banger altogether. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you guys want to see more of our reactions, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to buy me a coffee. Link down below in the description. Talk to you later. Bye.